Today's energy is filled with excitement. It's filled with the possibilities of breakthroughs. We're stepping into a space where our ideas are going to be flowing so freely, and we will want to explore new perspectives. There's a burst of curiosity in the air, and it's encouraging us to dig deeper into new ideas, connecting with others, embracing stimulating conversations. And the magic? Well, while the energy invites us to dream and imagine, it also grounds us. So it's asking us to organize our thoughts and take focused action. It's a time to think big, absolutely. But it's also a time to put plans in place that will allow our ideas to grow and become something real in our life. Now is the moment to embrace change, to open our minds to new possibilities, and to begin building the future with clarity, with discipline. That's what we'll need to make it last. So, join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We'll gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, and by the end of our time together, it's my hope that you have the tools to go forward with the confidence, with clarity, with love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the positive, loving support you send me. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, May the 25th, 2025. So the 25 energy, success after difficulty. So if you've been going through a difficult period of time, know that you're not just going through something for the sake of going through something, that it means something, that it teaches you something. It allows you to grow into the person you need to be in order to take the next steps forward. 2 + 5 is a 7 energy. The 7 energy is about creating balance and harmony, love within our environments, mostly within our relationships. Okay, and if we look at the daily numerology, it would then be a 5 + 7 + 9, gives us a 21. And 21 is about tying up those loose ends, that there is a brand new path awaiting us just around the corner. And well, tomorrow is our new moon. So absolutely the 21 is speaking the truth here. 2 + 1 is a 3. And the 3 energy is about transformation. It's about our voice, our thoughts, our communication. It's about allowing our curiosity to lead our heart. Sun is in Gemini, Moon is in Taurus, and Mercury enters Gemini today. Now, I did a blog about this one too, so it's on my website. I'll leave a link in the description box, and if you want to know what Gemini or what Mercury in Gemini will mean for you over the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't think it's there a full 3 weeks, but a little over 2 maybe. Just scroll down to the end and give it a read, because you'll find your zodiac signs broken down for you with a little hint to where you should put your energy, what you could set an intention on, where to put your focus to utilize this energy to its fullest. Okay, when Mercury enters Gemini, the atmosphere around us shifts. Okay, Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, thought processes, very much like the 3 energy, right? And it's right at home in Gemini, okay, because it rules Gemini. So it's like it's home. It can relax. It can let all the tension out. It doesn't have to hold back, and it can go full throttle. So this brings an influx of mental energy to us, quick-witted thinking, curiosity that pushes us to seek out information, to be dynamic in our voice and our thoughts and our communications. And, it doesn't matter if it's spoken or if it's written, okay? This would be an excellent time for learning something. Sign up for a class, take a workshop, go and listen to a speech. Mercury in Gemini is all about communication, verbal, written, and it encourages us to spread our ideas, connect with others, explore what the world does have to offer us. It's about networking. It's about socializing. It's about connecting with people who inspire us, sharing our interests, challenging our intellect. Learning opportunities, yes. Building relationships with people who help expand our mind. Maybe somebody becomes a mentor to you, or you become a mentor to them. And shortly after Mercury moves into Gemini, I think within the hour, okay, it forms a sextile with Saturn, who just moved into Aries. So I think this is Saturn's first big conversation. So we gain the ability to bring ideas down to earth and make them work. So use this energy, embrace this energy to bring in structure to your ideas. Plan how to make those ideas a reality. Okay, this energy will encourage us to move forward with confidence. And with Saturn's influence, we can plan, we can organize our thoughts, our actions in a way that will support long-term growth for us. We're stepping into this fresh wave of mental energy, of curiosity, of connection. It's sparking our desire to explore, to learn, to communicate. And I think we'll want to do it with clarity, and we won't want to put a whole bunch of added words in there. We'll want some kind of speed to it. Like, we need to say this and we'll say it right, but then we need to move on and do some work. So, but don't worry, because that will just automatically be your flow, okay? So long as you're prepared for what you want to say. We're encouraged to ground our thinking, to lay out a practical roadmap for ourselves, and then take steady, small, deliberate actions. We're not just dreaming up ideas, we're organizing them. We're turning them into something real and sustainable and tangible. It's a moment to expand our horizons, but with the discipline to follow through and create something that lasts. The energy does invite us to take action, communicate our truths, build something meaningful from our ideas, and the opportunities are endless. But only if we are willing to plan and act with intention. Okay, so today the mental breakthroughs, the solid foundations, this energy supports those things, it brings them in, and it paves the way for long-term growth for us. Okay, let's go to the cards. I thought I'd be going on a lot longer about that. Okay. I know there's more to say because I did a blog which probably has very little of that information in it, but some of it. I want to give you the same thing. I want to expand your mind a little bit more every time you come in contact with me. Underlying energy is the Lovers. This is about growing the passion, growing the relationship. Remember, we have the 25 energy, which comes down to a 7 energy. That's very much about relationships and growing the harmony and the beauty within those relationships, growing them deeper, growing them stronger. But this could be just somebody that we care for deeply. This could be an environment. This could be a dream. This could be a passion of ours. So it's doing what we love, embracing what we love, and taking it to the next level. The Two of Cups, which is the lighter energy of the Lovers. And the Two of Cups is new, exciting, different. It makes you come alive. You know when you met that certain somebody and all of a sudden you just felt that spark? Well, it's like that with dreams and our possibilities for our future as well. Something new comes in and all of a sudden we feel that spark. And so today we could feel that spark. We could feel that spark calling to us, inviting us into something new. And I hear glamorous. Maybe it's glamorous to us in our own unique way. I don't know why we have glamorous as a word here. But oftentimes, even when we meet people, there's something about them that we would like to have as a quality within ourselves. Okay, and that's usually an attraction. That's usually where the spark is. Of saying, I could be more like them if I learned from them, if I spent time with them, if I, grew with them. But it could also be embracing a dream, a goal, a desire. And saying, I don't know much about it now, but boy, oh boy, I'm ready to get started. And I know I'm going to learn more. I know that my horizons will expand from this first step. This is about new beginnings. This is about first dates. This is about, and if you're looking for somebody, with the Lovers as the underwriting energy and the Two of Cups as the first, this is a day, I would have to say, when you might meet that special somebody that wants to walk the end of your path with you. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is thinking outside the box. It's about stretching our dreams, stretching our imagination, to take it to the point of what is truly possible for us if we believed in ourselves enough. So this is the time to grow your belief, to embrace who you are, your potential, your capabilities, your skills. Now, with the Page of Cups, she is the dreamer. She loves the fairy tale and the happily ever afters. And just about anything can happen on the path, but it always ends with the happily ever after. So we tend to look at that happily ever after. And so this is a time to embrace that happily ever after. Our best life ever. What would it look like? Just close your eyes and imagine for 5 minutes. It's only you. Nobody can make fun of you if it's only you. And you can grow it into anything you want. You can see yourself on stage or living in a mansion or sailing the ocean blue, whatever it might be for you. And grow it into something bigger than life. Just allow the dream to expand, to bleed out of the square, the box, just a little bit. Color outside the lines, just a little bit. See where you end up. See where, somebody, when they're young, they want to be a nurse or a doctor or a paramedic or a firefighter or a policeman because they want to help. Not even realizing that there were things like neurology or, just fixing bones or just being a general surgeon or just being a general doctor or just being, maybe an ER nurse or maybe working with the babies, whatever it might be. But when we start to grow outside of our comfort zone, we see the possibilities of what we could step into if we truly wanted to. And all this energy is giving us, I mean, we haven't even talked about Saturn and Neptune coming together in Aries yet. And I think they come within like a half a degree of each other or something. I don't think they quite make an exact this time around. Maybe even not next time around, but I know they come very close to it. So we'll feel like it's a conjunction. Our dreams get together with making the plan and making the strategy and taking on the responsibility of making that dream come to life. And so we've been gifted with an entire week of beautiful energy leading up to a new moon to set the new intentions, to start the new pathways, to realize that there's so much more out there than we had initially asked for. One more card. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is the time when we make that declaration. Maybe it's just to ourselves, maybe to the people we love. But we're saying, I want to go and explore this path. I don't know what I'll find. I don't even know if I'll walk the whole path. I might turn around and come back or go somewhere else. I don't know. But I want to start and I want to experiment and I want to see what's out there. And that could go for just about anything that you want to do right in this very moment. The first thing to do is to go and see what is out there. And then how do we make it available to us? How do we paint ourselves into that picture? That lifestyle, that pathway. Paul broke my chair and I'm going down, down, down. I feel little bumps. He says he didn't break my chair, but he broke my chair. Okay, our oracle card is Heighten Your Vitality, the 49. So a 13 energy. So good luck comes into our lives, but we may not perceive it as good luck. Okay, heighten your vitality. Well, the best way of heightening your vitality is by taking care of yourself. By understanding that if you're not perfectly able, then none of it happens. None of it works. And you say, well, I got to do this for that person and that for that person, that for that person. But if you don't take care of yourself, eventually you won't be able to take care of those people. Because you're giving all your energy away rather than putting the energy back into you, making your light shine brighter. So tap into the depth of your being and draw upon your personal power. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with warmth and sunlight and visualize this light bringing you new energy into you. You have energetic reserves to draw on. Allow this energy boost to flow through you. Connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with friends, smile, laugh, and share the human touch. Expand. Expand your vitality. Expand your thoughts of your tomorrow. Reach for the stars. It's okay if it's a little crazy. It's okay if it's a little off the wall in left field somewhere. It's okay right now. I'll tell you when it's not anymore. But right now, even with Saturn in the mix, Saturn is nodding approval for us to just push ourselves, especially in our minds, outside of the boundaries we normally stay in. And we have Sing Your Song. Sing Your Song shows up. So create and sing and express and respect. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Isn't it time to listen to the song in your heart? Bluebird tells you that you've been hiding and now it is time for you to sing whatever song you feel. And it doesn't have to be a happy tune. If you're feeling sad, honor your emotions, express them. However, Bluebird would prefer that your song turn to one of pure happiness and higher emotion. Bluebirds are gentle, non-aggressive creatures and they tend to avoid confrontation. They are patient with the other kinds. If a bluebird feels threatened or upset, it stands its ground, defends itself and its own kind. Bluebird has shown up in your reading because it feels as though you've allowed others to take what is yours, and now it's time for you to stand strong. The situation could have just arrived, or it could be an argument that might have lingered for years. Respect what is said, but know you need to respect your own stance too. So honor yourself first, absolutely. We want to give people the opportunity to speak. We're not going to shut them down. We're going to listen to them, even if they won't listen to us. But at the end of the day, we have to respect ourselves first. Don't shoulder another's problems if they're not taking the same responsibility. It's important to be patient and kind with your words. You have nothing to explain, nothing to defend. This is your life. By following the song in your heart, you will be guided. Any frustrations and conflicts arriving in your path are to teach you patience and make sure that you are truly listening and not becoming misguided. Bluebird is the color blue and is often associated with the throat chakra and creative expression. So pick up a musical instrument, a pen, a paintbrush. If you feel that you can't vocalize the song in your life, maybe another creative way will help you lift that song up so that you can finally sing your song. So I guess what the energy is asking us to do today is to sing our song, to sing it unapologetically. And yes, if we're sad, then sing a sad song. And if tears fall, let them fall. Tears are healing, and they're natural. And they're there for a reason, to heal us, to allow us to move into happier times. They're part of the process, so honor them. And get ready to grow your light strong and bright and let yourself shine. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.